My name is Esterlinda Parilla. I'm from the province of Negros Occidental in the Philippines.
My name is Evelyn Gatewood. I am from the mountains in the Philippines. It's called Baguio City, and it's in the province of Luzon.
And my name is Joy Solmorano. I came from Quezon Province. It's part of the southern Tagalog region of the Philippines.
My name is Ed Solmorano. We were practically neighbors in the Philippines. The only separate our provinces are two mountains. I'm from Nagalan, Laguna, Philippines.
Unity.
What is that word is in Bisaya or Tagalog? English.
Whatever you prefer.
Balikbayan.
Can you tell us what it means?
Balikbayan
It
is
means going back to your province.
To me, it's more like conservatism because the Philippines was under the Spanish, and we were inculcated with the Catholic as our religion, and a lot of, I don't know how many percent, but high percentage of the Filipinos are Catholics. So we're practically more conservative at that time. I don't know now.
To me, it's the most hospitable people are the Filipinos. We feed anybody. You come to our house,
which is
you'll get fed.
That's true.
hungry.
You're a friend. As soon as you enter the house, you're a friend.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you all have any memories from your childhood back in the Philippines?
Oh. It's only 12 of us and 12 children in the family. And our dining table, I could remember, long table that sits 13. Actually, it's supposed to be 14, but the youngest sits on top of the table when we eat. So it's whenever we have to eat, I guess you have to make sure everybody got a piece of what my mom cooked. So we put it, everybody got a cup.
Yeah.
Make sure everybody got to share whatever we get.
Yeah. Anyone else?
For me is we used to do laundry by the river. We swim in that river. We do laundry in that river.
I remember.
Yes, and I get a painting when I went back to the Philippines to hang. For me, it's a reality check that I used to do that. Yeah.
Where you've come from.
Where I came from, to remind me.
Yeah.
With me is at 6 o'clock in the evening, you have to be home because we do the rosary. My mother was very religious. Sometimes she goes to church and she was earlier than the priest. So 6 o'clock, everybody from, I don't care where you're at, you have to be home at 6 o'clock in the evening.
Angelus.
And do the
The
Angelus
Angelus.
and the rosary, and then we eat.
That's the same thing with me. We'll be outside the house playing, and you'll hear my mom or my dad calling us, getting us all together, like hauling all the
The chicks.
for the rosary at 6 o'clock. We not rosary, I'm sorry, but the Angelus. We do the Angelus at 6 o'clock. And as I was growing up, it has been a tradition, and I don't know if they still practice it, that if you are walking on the streets at that time, there's not a lot of people yet. Once you hear the bell toll, you stop and do the Angelus, and from then on, every adult that you see, you have to,
Kiss the hands.
kind of like you.
We
call it
mano,
amen or mano.
Your mano.
Yeah.
You ask,
Kiss the
it's
hands.
like
So like
tradition.
this. Let me show you.
Yeah, like that.
I take her and then I
And
go
put
like
it on the forehead. And I think some of that tradition we still carry it here. I do it after mass with the priest only, not everybody. it's a sort of a sign of respect.
Oh my goodness.
That's I can relate to
She's
that.
from
'cause
there.
I'm from the
She's from
Bisaya,
there.
and aswang is all over my place.
Aswang capital.
As one capital of the Philippines.
I know
She's
they
from.
said it's a myth, but growing up, your parents always say, "Don't wander, don't go somewhere there, because there's aswang." And then when you hear that weird sound in the evening, hala, that's the aswang. So it's like it's instilled in us that they really do exist.
Yes.
Share an experience that you may have had with the ASWANG.
Um, just like I said, when we don't have electricity back then. So when it's dark, it's really dark. So when you hear that, it's not sound of the bird or something else. So
Flying.
yes,
like-
yes.
Like, yeah,
The flapping of the
wings.
wings.
So in our imagination, oh, that's what.
Well, they say it comes in different forms. It's like a half-body creature with wings. And I really didn't believe in aswang even as a child. But after nursing, we have to be going in a rural place to serve like 6 months. And they have all these kind of stories that they say if somebody's pregnant, it smells like a jackfruit to the aswang. And sometimes their tongue goes
roof.
long.
From the roof, it goes to your belly button.
Yes. Or it comes in like in the form of a dog or a pig.
Yes.
I've never seen it, but I just heard, and I'm still scared of aswang.
They would scare you and say, do not go outside because the aswang is going to get you.
That's why it keep the children inside the house.
Yes.
They don't
Venture.
venture. After 6 o'clock, you better stay in the house.
Yes.
It's get dark. Unlike here, 6 o'clock, that's the time they start playing.
And I mean, my dad wears like a bullet casing to ward off the aswang. So until the day he died, he was wearing that. So I don't know what significant is that, like an amulet or like the evil spirit.
Yeah.
And I heard too that to prevent the aswang from coming into your house, you have to have a lot of garlic. So some houses have like strings of
Garlic as you enter their house.
If a Filipino smells like garlic, please don't be offended.
to ward off aswang.
So the garlic keeps the ASWANG away.
Yes. Yes. Yes, it does.
But we really didn't know where that
Aswang.
aswang originate as far as
Yeah.
It's, I mean, it's part of the evil side, but we don't know how.
Yeah.
You should know. You're from there.
I know, right?
Well, we saw it on movies too. That's how we learned about how these aswangs come about. The Filipino movies, a long time ago, they would depict it as the bad spirit,
Yes.
and they come in half body. Some of them they use it as jokes or on comedy movies, but they're half body with wings and they're like ugly. So if they call you aswang, don't
I guess
that means something else.
Yes. But see, with Esther Linda, she said she came from a skinny body. And when she went back,
Half
she
of
had
the
the
body
wrong
flies.
body and it was...
And then when I came back, I said, "This
Wait
is
a
the
minute.
wrong."
No, this is the wrong body.
Yeah, because the aswang, in the evening, half of their body goes out and they fly. So when they go back to their body. But with Esther Linda, she was skinny, and then when it went back,
Like, what happened?
there was no GPS during those days. Actually, for us, we belong to the Adams family or the Frankenstein family. So
Yeah. It's
But when you were little,
yeah.
I guess you believe
You-
everything that
Yeah.
your parents
It's-
tell you. So.
It's not a myth because your older generation, your great grandparents, if they talk the same thing over and over again, it's like
They went
Be
through
true.
it. Yeah. It's kind of like it's a passed down stories from the older people to the younger generation. Now I don't know if they even mention about it because everybody's into this new modern technology thing. So
Do you feel that the Spanish colonization impacted kind of Filipino mythology?
We do, because Spanish or Spaniards, they have a lot of superstitions which they passed on to us Filipinos. So, don't sweep in the evening. Don't. What are the other superstitions that they passed on to us? So and
rotate your plate
Yeah,
before you get
before
out.
you leave, if someone is leaving, you rotate your plate so they would get wherever they're going, they'll get there safely.
Ah.
Yeah, and that's their influence too is their Catholicism. So we're all Catholics and we believe in the Blessed Mother. We believe in statues and saints.
Yeah.
Interesting.
October 1972, I joined the United States Navy. That's the only way I could come over free. I don't have to pay for anything.
Yeah.
Except when you take the exam, about 367 of us, only 6 get picked up to come over here. So
Oh wow.
That's true though.
I was lucky,
Yes.
one of the lucky ones.
You're
And
smart.
From 1972 on, I guess I spent most of my life right here in the States, actually in Virginia.
And you graduated from where?
I graduated from ODU 2007.
Okay, ODU alone.
Yeah, I was an accounting major at ODU, but I didn't use it. She gave me a choice.
Oh.
After I retired from the Navy, she said, "You want to work? You want to go to school?" I said, "I guess going to school is a lot better than working."
I guess.
he likes to go to school.
Yeah. How about yourself?
It's my career that brought me here. I'm a registered nurse from the Philippines. Now I don't want to cry. And I remember before you enter nursing school, they always ask you, we have an interview, why do you want to be a nurse? And everybody sounds kind of redundant. I want to serve humanity. But then again, it's a ticket to go abroad.
Yeah.
And because you're well compensated anywhere aside. Well, I don't want to downgrade the Philippines, but that's the truth. You're not as compensated as if you go abroad. So I was petitioned by a hospital in Detroit, Michigan, and that's where I first came as a nurse.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, I came to the United States because of a very handsome man. He was in the United States Navy, and that was in 1977. But I've been married to this man for over 50 years. So I'm proud to be also an American citizen now. Thank you.
My story is very interesting. Right out of high school, 19 years old, I work as a nanny for a Spanish couple. And we're 9 in the family, so school is not an option to me. So, and it so happened that this landowner needed a nanny in Barcelona. So 19, no clue, whatever. I said, I'm going. And then that's where I met my husband too. He's in the military, U.S. Navy. And that's our story, how we came here to America. To me, the U.S. is a blessing. I mean, in so many ways. Aside from you know, I had a daughter who had heart problem. If we're not in the U.S., she will not survive. And I was able to, lucky to be working with the U.S. Postal Service that afforded me to petition my family, my parents, and 4 siblings from the Philippines. So now they're here with me. So I'm so grateful to be in America.
I think, as far as I'm concerned, personally, I'm grateful and blessed to be here because there's a lot of things that I probably wouldn't have experienced if not being here in the United States. The modern technology, especially in the world of nursing, I could compare back home. As a nurse, we had to boil catheters, medicine cups, needles. Here, when I first came in here, they keep on throwing it away. I said, oh my God, this is a lot of money. And so what I would do is that if there's a certain instrument or item that my folks or my co-workers back home could use, Swan-Ganz catheter, everything, I would save it and send it because that's a lot of money. And in here, it's like throwing here and there. That's a lot of money. So I'm just so grateful, and we're always ahead, excuse me, as far as education is concerned. You always keep up with the modern, with all the nursing studies. So I'm just happy and grateful for that, and safer here in the States. I know it's not perfect, but I think far better than the Philippines. And if we could just bring the Philippines way of life to America, it would be a better place. A lot of people won't be in so much difficulties or poorer as far as the condition is concerned, even with health issues. Not everybody is able to get what they can, afford treatment.
Proper treatment.
Yes, so much to be thankful for.
Yeah. Anyone else?
I think the United States gives you a lot of opportunities. It's a country with a lot of diversity, and so I think being in the United States, you can work, you can send money to your relatives when they need it. I called my sister when I first got here, and I said, I'm washing clothes, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning at the same time. And she's going, how do you do that? I said, I'm vacuuming, I've got something in the oven, and I've got something in the washing machine. So I'm washing, I'm cleaning, and I'm cooking at the same time. So those are very important to us, and sometimes it's also when your relatives come to visit you, they see the way of life here, and they go back and they're going, oh, I wish I was in the United States. So a lot of opportunities here.
Yeah. Are you all able to share, it can be maybe customs or anything that you've blended into this American society from your Filipino roots?
Yes, I have 5 grandchildren, and I make sure they know our culture. Because one of them is married, the grandparents are American, but she always say she enjoys the Filipino culture. She even learned how to cook Filipino food, simple ones,
Yeah.
which brings me joy.
I like natural medicine. My children they didn't grow up taking a lot of medicine or taking pills. Up to this day, that one there, and my other children, they have a hard time swallowing pills. Because when they were growing up, my grandmother and my mother, Vicks was, it cures everything. Okay, so you put
Say, all on your chest, on your feet.
That,
So
I
that
thought that was perfume.
my son-in-law, when I put it on my granddaughter, my son-in-law goes, "Oh, you smell so minty," you know, because I put it on her feet and her chest. So that is wonderful.
My grandma did the same thing and then put you on her blanket so you
Yeah.
sweat it out.
Yes, yeah.
That's true.
That
Very
is so true.
Well, it works. So you cannot really.
Put it in a hot water in a basin.
It's
Like steam.
Well, it's the steam that. So there's a correlation with it with science.
yes.
Mm.
So
To me, I'm a little more on the conservative side part. The practicing of the religion, going to Sunday mass, and especially the kids. A few I've seen, and it makes my heart feel so happy when I see them practice. Some of them with their veils on, because that's how their parents or the mom tell them to practice it. Not a lot practice it, but I've seen the wearing of the veils come back, going to church, and like novenas in the communities. If we have to honor a certain saint, there's a group that will organize a novena, and then after that, the feast, the celebration, then the Filipinos, in their nice, cute, traditional wear, would be parading the patron saint. So I think that's one thing that we still continue to practice here, and the younger ones
I
are
hope
able to.
It
Yeah.
will continue the tradition.
When I was growing up, my dad always tell me, never bring shame to our name. He said, remember, once you ruin your reputation, then that's it. You could never recoup. When I get to the States, it's never bring shame to your race. You're a Filipino, you got to act accordingly. That's how I've been raised. So every time when I was on the ship, I had to make sure I don't bring shame to the Filipino community.
oh wow, the Filipino community, especially the younger ones, they're entrepreneurs there. They do business there. As young people, they're very business oriented. They're innovative, and their involvement with the community is wonderful. What you're doing now, an example of what you're doing now.
It helps, I think, also with the biracial marriages. It brings out the good thing between two cultures, because one learns each other culture, and then it gets intertwined with their children, because they teach them how their cultures were. So I think there's a good future for remembering all what our old traditions were from the Philippines and then the U.S. mingling together.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. Especially, I always make example my grandchildren. I always see them. I hope they will continue this tradition.
Yes.
Like long gun. They can say, "Oh, remember when we used to go to Lola's house? We used to play sungka. We used to cook this, and play games." I want that, and then intertwine the American and the Filipino culture at the same time, because you're in America, so. But not to forget being a Filipino.
Yes.
And even the food. It seems like where our traditional food, some Americans would remember, oh, I like to eat lumpia, and some look for pancit, and so they're learning what our food were.
And right now, we have second generation business owners that that inherited their business, like the pandesal store or bakery or restaurants from their parents, which run it differently because you know how stubborn the parents are. But you want it, more of a in the 20th century style.
Yeah.
So, and it's booming.
Yeah,
You see a
it's
lot
booming.
of yes, you see a lot.
Yeah, it's true.
I asked you this question. I also asked the young folks or the students, but I asked you all too. Pinoy pride or the American dream?
Both.
Mm.
But Pinoy pride first,
Uh-huh.
then the American dream.
Can you expand on that? Why both?
Because, as a Filipino, oh my gosh, there is no other way. But to achieve that Filipino dream, you have to have that characteristic Filipino. Work hard for your dream, and you get it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what.
I like what she said.
Yeah.
And you do. And we first of all, we're Filipinos.
Mhm.
So Pinoy pride,
Pinoy pride.
That's right.
you know. And then the American dream, we already achieved. Just being here and raising my children to be successful. So that Pinoy pride and the American dream.
I guess I could say the same thing, Pinoy pride, because I cannot deny I'm Filipino. Color, look, feature. I'm proud of my Filipino heritage. And American dream is that sky's the limit here. You can be successful all you want to be. As long as you're not lazy and you aim high, you can grab it. It's up to you. And they won't stop you. It's all up to you. It's there for the taking.
There's no choice. You're a Filipino at the same time, like you said, aim high. Sky's the limit.
Yeah.
It's up to you, whatever you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
Work hard, and hey,
You achieve the American dream.
Yeah.
I never thought I could lead so many people. When I was in the Navy,
Mm-hmm.
I got a big department, and I work with aviation fuels,
Wow.
JP5. I smell like fuel every time.
Sure.
But like I said, for 23 and a half years, I lived on a small city, floating in the ocean. I was mostly on aircraft carrier, and I'm proud to have served the military, but at the same time, I miss my wife. So I said, provide, but you have to make sacrifices
Yes.
to provide. So, and then you could do it in the States.
Yes.
Yeah. Quick question, just for clarity. You all were married here or in the Philippines?
Here.
Oh,
Philippines.
I was married in the Philippines.
Okay. Yeah.
Right here at St. Pius.
St. Pius Catholic Church in
Norfolk.
Norfolk,
Aw.
Halprin Drive. Still
Open drive. Okay.
And so then you all were married in the Philippines and then migrated
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Oh.
In my case, from Spain,
Okay. Yeah.
my husband is stationed in Gaeta, Italy, so I followed him there. And from there, we're supposed to be stationed in Taiwan, but he said, let's just go home to the Philippines. So that's where we got married. And then Bethesda, Maryland was our first duty station because we had a daughter that had a heart problem.
Mm-hmm.
How lucky we were.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Chester.
Oh, shit.
Now she's a famous photographer here in the one with the heart problem.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Aw.
good too.
I always have a heart problem.
For your wife. Oh, share your other meaning of ASWANG.
Huh?
The other meaning of ASWANG.
Oh, this is way beyond the topic. When I was in the Navy, I had a neighbor because they told me, my nickname is Aswang. I said, how did you get that name? He said, when the ship pulls out, there are a lot of Mediterranean widows left in Norfolk. I go one after one of them. He's a swang.
You you're aswanging my wife.
He's
You're
going
aswang.
after the Mediterranean widows. I say, that's not right.
So that's another
version.
of
Yeah,
aswang.
it's a different version, not really.
They covet somebody else's wife.
Yeah.
Then that's,
Another
to,
definition.
to put it bluntly, that's
I don't think they even talk about aswang anymore in the Philippines now.
Yes, they do.
They still
Yes,
do.
they still
Oh.
do.
Well, the young kids don't know aswang anymore.
And I don't know if it's if it's related to aswang, like you don't want to offend somebody in the airport or anywhere because they could play a voodoo on you. That's aswang.
That's aswang.
Seriously, yeah,
The kulam.
kulam,
They call it kulam.
kulam.
And
Yeah.
it's like they put a hex on you.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
So you don't
it's
want to
kulam.
offend anybody because you go home and why am I sick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you're mad at somebody, aswang. You know, like it's another meaning of ugly or you're not nice. So
No, but I think it's very true, as you mentioned. The younger people, the younger generation, aren't as familiar, with the aswang.
They are so into this modern cell phones, all
mhm.
these gadgets.
Mhm.
And I don't even think that they even on movies, they don't even portray aswang anymore. It's more modern, and so
Anything else that you all would like to share in regards to culture, your own experiences, anything you feel like we missed or that you feel needs to be documented for our next generation?
we have. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. No, for me, I didn't have that bad experience about being a Filipino in a American society because we go with the flow, we support the community,
Yeah.
and so far, I hope the next generation will learn from the lolas, the grandparents, that you can intertwine with the society without losing your identity as a Filipino, especially Bisaya, where the aswangs originated.
All right, Miss Evelyn, I think you were going to say something.
Yeah. I have a daughter that that says, "What will I follow? The Filipino way or the American way?" And because you apply the Filipino way to them, and then also, look at her, and also the American way, So she said, "What do I need to follow?" And so I go, "You follow both." Don't raise your eyebrows on me.
just
But
remember
That's my story.
the singer Greenwood.
yeah, Lee Greenwood.
Lee Greenwood,
Yes.
proud to be an American.
Proud to be an American.
That's right.
Because I am an American citizen now.
What was that process like for you?
It was difficult to give up.
Mm.
First of all, because you're Filipino and you're giving up your citizenship from the Philippines, and you are going to embrace the American citizenship and the American way. And it wasn't really difficult, but it was a little heartbreaking for me to give up my citizenship.
How long were you here before becoming an American citizen?
Let me see, 5 years before I became an American citizen.
It took me 10 years because my husband is not a U.S. citizen either. So I forgot it was that Admiral Somewhat that changed everything, that they can be U.S. citizen, including my 2 young children.
Mm.
So after that, and that's how I got the job at the post office.
Yeah. You all?
Took me like 4 years, I think. and everything was. I cannot really complain about being here in America. I learned how to multitask because back home we're so. Every now and then we have somebody that attends to. When I was growing up, take care of food, take care of our clothes, and here nobody's washing the dishes, nobody's cleaning the house. So
You don't have a driver.
I don't have a driver, or even when he's gone, I have to learn all of those. So I'm just glad that I was able to adapt without any much difficulty. And I know there's always something there for me if I need to work or if I need to get something to eat. It's always so easily you could get here in America. So I'm just glad to be an American, just like what Lee Greenwood said. Proud to be an American.
And you know what's unique with us? We're military wives. Most of the time, we are the mother, the father, the driver, everything.